Hi guys, what's up? I am finally back with the last few episodes of Midnight Mass. I have to apologize profusely for being this late, but you know, life got in the way. I got so slammed with all the shows I needed to watch, and I just needed to kind of cut them all off so I could deal with all of my life basically, and also figure out what I want to do with my channel. And right now I'm focusing more on movies just because I think that's what more people want to see, and also it's easier for me to work with. But what I'm doing with the shows now is that I'm bulk reacting, so that I react to everything first, then edit and release it all at the same time, so that you guys don't have to wait. And also so I don't get that stressed and feel the need to release like several different episodes every week, but just like one show at a time. It's a lot easier for me, and I hope it's worth the wait. 3 episodes left of the show, and I really did enjoy this. This was one of the highlight shows that I've been watching, just because I love Mike Flanagan, and it's really a good show. A lot of people don't like the vampire aspect. I love vampires. I watch anything vampires, so I like this take on that lore, and I'm excited to watch these last few episodes. This episode is called Book 5 Gospel. Anyways, it's been a while, but I do think I remember everything. I'm just going to dive right in. And I'm excited to get back into the show, you guys. Let's get started. I like mostly how we see it affecting all the people in the community, and they think it's God, you know, but it's a goddamn freaking vampire.
Wow, you look... Do you like it? I dug it out of that
Holy
Foot Locker
shit, yeah.
upstairs.
Getting younger and younger and younger.
I mean, I think it fits pretty well, don't you think?
Jeez.
Shall we?
How do you explain this, Doc?
Yeah.
When you talked to him, was he sober?
You know, can't say for certain with Joe. You never can.
Talk
but...
to him again.
Look, I don't think
You
Joe...
talk to him again.
Good luck with that.
You didn't know him.
No morning masses at all?
Time being, yeah.
Man, they must be
Father
really
Paul
fucking
probably just needs another morning or two to recover from that head cold.
confused, because, you know,
He should be up and about tonight, isn't that right, Sturge?
light versus dark. I think I was joining a cult if they were having midnight masses. She looks like
Millie.
30 years younger.
Is that
Like,
The last
how would you
time I
explain that
checked,
shit?
It's just what a time to be alive.
Oh, and they all thanking God, but it's like this monster flying around killing cats and drug dealers and shit. Look at those yummy crabs. Ah, I want to eat seafood again. Riley, where are you? Oh, they're huge.
He's just gonna piss it all away even after all the...
No.
What the hell's the matter with him? The hell can we even do? If he's not even
Just
gonna...
at least try and find him.
Sorry, Warren.
Great, I'd appreciate that.
People disappearing.
Thanks,
Sheriff's finally noticing.
All right, it could be something little, something you forgot. All right, his state of mind is important.
Both him and Joe
So
were
I
in
go
the
shaking
same kind
trees.
of, well, with the same person, and they're both missing. So you gotta talk to the main suspect at this point.
We talked about what happens when you die.
Oh shit. I was thinking maybe he
See, that's what I'm talking about.
sought out death.
I think it was on both of our minds because I had lost. I miscarried?
I can't see her emotional ever.
But that's what they say. People who aren't okay. People who... They say that about people who kill themselves.
The acting is just so good in this that I'm just so focused in the story I can't even react really. Just so enthralled. But my legs are falling asleep because my big cat is lying on my lap. You know? Calais. And I think it's so odd to have a mass at midnight and everyone's actually showing up. It's a cult. They're all looking good, like, honestly, compared to the start of the show,
I don't know what to do.
Riley's parents are looking good. Like, is his hair darker too? Or am I just, like, I It was a long time ago since I saw the first few episodes, but... And she definitely looks a little younger.
And that you'll be with us for what comes next. Well,
She's
thank
like the
you.
most
I'm
twisted
very
character
happy
I've
to be
seen
here.
yet, I think.
Not alone. Sarah
She
Gunning.
knows everything.
I'm so happy that you're here. I can't possibly tell you. Thank you.
But she doesn't let out, like, her emotions. Like, I don't know what she's thinking or feeling or what... I feel like she's just trying to gain from all of it.
God has an army. What do they say in that commercial? Be all that you can be. Well, I mean, no offense to the armed services.
You're building an army if any of these people die with blood in their system.
Don't fight for a country. You fight for God's kingdom. A kingdom which Jesus tells us has no flags or borders. God's army. Now, make no mistake, it is
It's
a
just
war.
what
That's what
he's
an
fighting
army
for, what
is
he's
for.
preaching about is like, I get it, you know? And he's doing it in the name of God, but how it's tied to vampirism is so interesting. I mean, if you think about it, I've heard before that people are like, oh, Jesus is the first vampire. He was resurrected, you know? It's just so crazy.
So, it is a war, and there will be casualties, and we must be soldiers.
Casualties.
That
Man,
is
what-
what Good
Did he
Friday
turn Riley? I
is
don't think
about.
he'd kill
God
him because he
will
cares
ask
about him. you know?
Horrible things of
an
you.
altar boy.
Horrible. Just look at what he asked of his own son. Just look at what Jesus had to endure today.
I want to see more of her, that's for sure, because she knows everything. One of the few, and, you know, Bev's fucking useless because she just goes along with it, you know?
The resurrection. Today is only good because of what's coming, Easter. This Sunday.
Easter was very...
When Jesus is risen
like 2 weeks
and
ago,
death
so-
itself is laid dead.
It's quite
What is
relevant.
otherwise horrible is
to
good
what
because of where it's
I do
headed.
celebrate Easter, you know?
Welcome to God's army. Yeah, we're gonna do great things.
The dialogue in this is insane. Really good casting, you know? That's like a hard character to pull off, but he's really good.
What's wrong? Mom, stop. I don't want you going back there ever
Ooh,
again.
okay, so he knows
That
there's
is
someone
not
who is not
my
for it.
church. That is
Yep,
not the man I
yep.
knew.
She knows what's up. Okay, that's cool, Mildred. Nice. Maybe she can shed some light for the others, like what's going on. Even though she's being healed by it. You know, that's so interesting. Because her memory was fading, and now that she's got it back, she's the one with so much clarity over what's going on. Wow, such good writing. Kind of fangirling. I love Mike Flanagan's work.
Where the hell have you
Oh,
been?
his turn.
I have been calling you all day.
He has to be.
Sorry.
Don't do that. Where were you?
He has a different look in his eye.
Where were you?
We wouldn't take no for an answer, so we grabbed a rowboat. We rowed out. Far. Smoked a pack of cigarettes, watched the sun come up.
Yeah, if you do that, you're gonna die.
Will you do that with me now?
Ooh, okay.
We can go for a ride?
I don't want to see him burn, though. It's like kind of the main, you know? He's like what we've been focusing on. This ties back to his dreams. The visions when he's on a boat watching the sunrise. Because if he's turned, he can't do that ever again unless he wants to die. Man, I swear to God, I'm going to watch every single one of Mike Flanagan's works. Because everything he does, I fangirl for. Just because of the writing and the acting and the filming. Definitely number one for me right now.
I haven't pressed because you never did. Not once. Not ever. You let me come to you. I'm trying to give that back. But
Our
here we
relationship.
are,
I really like it.
and I've got to ask now.
So much kind of trust, respect, communication. Even though their lives haven't been perfect, they don't judge each other.
Other campfires, just little spots of light in the landscape, and they know that other people are out there in the dark.
Dark in the night.
Then they see these spots of light in the sky. They don't know what they are. They don't have a clue about space or
life.
stars or light waves. They just figure they look a hell of a lot like campfires. Every god, every goddess, every religion, every holy war, all of it started right up there. Just wondering who the hell could have lit those campfires.
He's got 10 monologues, man. I am every time. I think the last
I'm gonna
episode
tell you
too.
a story, but you're not gonna believe it.
Oh
I
yes,
just
tell
need
us
you to listen.
everything.
You promise me that?
Tell us everything.
Yeah, I can.
Yes. Okay, we get to know. Is that his own blood? Jeez. Oh.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Don't...
As you say while resetting his broken neck. Ooh.
You're doing great. No. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I had a sister.
The reflection in his eyes. Holy shit, that's awesome.
I was scared too, Riley. I was terrified of death, and that's actually what brought me to God. Trying to understand that question that brought me all the way to the priesthood.
What the fuck? Is it good now? Is this next set? Like, Jesus.
Isn't part of it anymore. Not for all of us. We don't have to be afraid ever.
I have a feeling like he's gonna hate himself so much for what he became that he's gonna tell Erin and then burn to death. And she has to just figure out what to do, but I'm not sure. Otherwise, why would they be on a boat, you know? Oh, jeez. And then it comes back to his dreams and him. A kind of purgatory scenery of him alone in a boat, seeing the sun go up, because that would kill him. Oh my god. This is so good. Dang. I mean, honestly, the effects and the lore and the tie to religion, wow.
Faith enough for almost a decade off that one little mouse?
It wasn't an act of God.
Wasn't it? Well, true. I had to put
He
the mouse
really
out. It's
had a
most
lot of
true.
faith
It
as a
took me
kid
almost
then.
3 days to find another mouse that looked just like it. Listen to yourself. You know who I am. Really? You need to see the marks in my hands?
He
Put
can't
your hands
rationalize that.
into my side?
That's not possible.
As well, take him back to your best self. Your peak self, your perfect self as God wanted you. I just had love.
Your perfect self. Huh. I always did wonder, like, when someone's turned, if they, you know, get younger, when it stops. I thought it was just a specific age, but here in this lore, it's your perfect self.
He worked through me, and Joe Colley was called home.
Killed him.
It's not as simple as that.
No, you fucking killed him.
Yeah,
You
it
and
is that
thing.
simple. You had an urge you couldn't control.
Like what's happened to you cannot be undone. These are two things that
He's
cannot
trying to
be changed,
rationalize
and we
it
must
in
accept
his way,
them with
wow.
serenity together right now.
Come over here. You stand here. Stand.
Is
Stand
he
right
gonna
here.
make him feed?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is she like the human blood bag?
Look, just let me go. I just want to go home. I just want to fucking...
I wonder if they're able to glamour and she doesn't have control, or she's choosing this. I'm not sure. But she seems a bit
It is.
kind of glazed over with the eyes. They're like a just a follower.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's some kind of control over her. I'm not sure. You guys tell me what you think.
That's right. God and Heavenly Father, grant us the serenity to accept that which we cannot change.
Wow. It's a hunger he kind of familiar with because of his addiction, but must be a lot more crazy, like it's physically painful like that.
Well, I suppose so, but here's the thing. I had no guilt. None. And knowing that I should feel guilt, but accepting
Yeah,
that I
you
did
don't
not,
feel it because
finding
he
grace.
served his purpose for you, which was to feed you. I feel like that's part of vampirism is like, well, it depends on the lore or which story, but yeah.
How much more, then, will
He's
the
trying to
blood of
explain it
Christ,
to
who through
himself,
the
like, I know
eternal
I should be
Spirit
feeling
offered
shitty about
himself
this,
unblemished to
because I was
God,
supposed to help this man,
cleanse
but
our consciences.
I think Riley knows what's up because he's like, nah, you murdered him. Don't even try. I am worried that he's gonna kill himself now. I wonder if Erin will push him into the water or something to save him. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you've killed someone.
Yeah, it was an accident like you fed on them.
I have been spared all of that. How does that make you feel?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Angry.
Nope. How does that make you feel?
Fucking angry.
No! I promised you complete honesty, and I am giving that to you. And I'm tired of you lying to me, Riley Flynn.
Jealous?
I've forgiven it time and again. Complete honesty. How does it make you feel?
God damn, he's a good actor.
Jealous.
Dang.
God brought you back.
To stop this. The reason is
For
to
a
stop
reason.
this.
Your accident, that moment of hell on earth, you say it didn't do anyone any good, but it did, didn't it? Because it put you right here on this island right now at one of the most crucial...
I think he'd hate you trying to make a positive out of the worst thing he's ever done in his life. I think he'll see the good is stopping you.
The fourth angel poured his bowl upon the sun, and it was allowed to scorch men with fire.
That's in there?
About Jesus coming back to us. They told us from the start that it wouldn't be pretty. Monsignor Pruitt was shaken. Even him.
Oh, this is insane. I wonder what, like, some actual religious people watching would think. Like, I wonder, my mom grew up kind of religious. She's not that much anymore, but what she would make of this.
The fifth bowl of God's wrath plunges the world into darkness, which won't be an issue for you.
I don't know the Bible,
Or
so
for
I don't know how to
Monsignor.
counter
Will it?
any of these arguments.
Why you sit there?
She's
Blessed
scary,
among
man.
men smirking when I say God's will. When he doesn't even recognize what he is being given.
She
and
wants to be turned so badly.
I know.
Oh, man. I feel sorry for this dude.
I know. Okay.
Do they glamour, or is he just like... He doesn't seem to know the verses, I will say. He doesn't seem that religious, but... I don't really know. Maybe he wants to be turned eventually, too.
Are you certain it isn't best he just stay here?
You
Maybe
know
just
now,
for another night or two.
son,
They are trying to warn him, because I
you
do
are the
think
bearer
Riley's
of the
gonna...
good news, and think on this.
You know, he's gonna tell Erin everything. And that'll be the ruin of Pruitt. The eyes, man. Oh, that's cool. I like the visuals a lot. Are there contacts that actually do that? I don't really know, but that'd be pretty cool. He rolled up to Erin's place with a bloody shirt. She would have noticed that, right? Better not feed on her, man. I feel like he's saying goodbye to them. He's not the kid they raised anymore. Wow, man, that's so cool.
Have brought us out here where there is
That's not why he
nowhere
brought you out
for
there.
me to go.
It's for the sun to come up soon.
I'd get you the help you need. I'd do that with you, without judgment and without fear.
There's not a way to help, though.
I'm not as strong as you. I never was.
Wow. This is your redemption, Riley. You're better than Paul, and he was the most pure man you ever knew, probably.
I want you to take this boat and row to the mainland and leave this place and never look back.
Or help the whole community and then leave?
But I knew you wouldn't do that.
Oh.
I knew you wouldn't believe any of this unless you saw.
Yep, yep.
But I believe you're gonna row back there and do everything you can to try and save them.
Oh, Mike, I know exactly what you're thinking. We're on the same wavelength. Can we please write something together in the future? Jeez.
I love you, Erin Green. I love you my whole life. One way or another. I did my best.
She's gonna want to save him. I don't know how this... She's actually gonna... Oh... Wow. It's a girl he killed. And she isn't fucked up. So it's like, it's his redemption, like I fucking said. They're going away together, finally moving on. Oh god, I feel bad for Erin, man. She lost her baby. Oh my gosh. And her acting, yeah, that's fucking realistic as hell. I gotta stop hearing her scream. Jeez. My god. I'm glad I waited actually to watch this until I had like the right mindset, you know. I don't want to react to any show that I'm really like invested in if I'm not like gonna be 100% into it, you know. If I'm preoccupied by personal stuff in my life, I don't feel like I give like as good of a reaction. And for this, I knew I had to have my mind and heart 100% set into it, and I feel it, man. I know exactly, I don't know how, guys, but, you know, as a writer, I just feel like Mike and me just have the same kind of thinking, and whoever was involved in writing this, because I just know what I'd want to see, and I see it reflected on the screen, and that doesn't happen that often, because I mean, I am able to call a lot of things in shows and movies and all that, because I can put myself into the mind of whoever's writing it by like watching the start of it, right? But here, this is like, if I were to write a story, this is exactly how I'd fucking write the story. And Mike and everyone who wrote this and made this happen, it's like seeing something that I'd want to write happen, you know? It's like how I'm thinking is exactly what they're thinking, and it's just such a amazing experience for me to see it, you know? Like, I swear, like, I wish I had, like, filmed my reaction to Haunting in Hill House, because that was the same thing. Bly Manor, yeah, I there was some of that as well, and I felt more deeply with Hill House because of the whole sibling relationship, and I really relate to that stuff, you know? But wow, this is such a good show. I know a lot of comments, they don't like the vampire aspect of it, but I'm like, the writing though, the acting though, you know, the filming, it's all so perfect. And I'm so glad that, you know, Flanagan is putting out all these, like, I feel he's always working on projects. I think, what's his next one is, let's just look up what Mike's next projects are, because he is a genius, man. He was born in Salem? No wonder he's good at this horror fucking show. Okay, so post-production, The Midnight Club. Interesting. The Fall of the House of Usher. I've seen Hill House, Dr. Sleep, Haunting of Bly Manor. I've seen all his most recent things. Like all of them, not even joking. I literally watched Hush, Oculus, Gerald's Game, Hill House, Dr. Sleep, Bly Manor, Midnight Mass. I'll try out the other things, you know, but so far these things, like the horror genre, is what I'm really into. You know, I reacted to the movie Scream not too long ago. Can't tell you why. I was exposed to horror very, very young, and so I don't shy away from it because I don't get scared from it, you know, anymore at least. I've seen so many vampire stories, I know all of the things, but the quality of it, it's just different. Like, what's the highest quality? Well, TV show, I think True Blood did. The first 2 seasons was really good, actually, just from quality-wise. I'm not even going to talk about Vampire Diaries and Twilight and all that bullshit, but don't get me wrong, I liked all of them when I was watching it, but I feel like my standards have really gone up since I had, like, a degree in English literature and creative writing, but I want to see things that give me emotion and joy, but also let me feel what they want me to feel, you know? And Mike does that. I'm just totally just fangirling right now because of the writing. It's just, like, right up my alley, and I'm sorry it took so long to react to it, but I'm happy I'm back to it. Probably binge the last 2 episodes tomorrow, if I'm being honest, because I can't wait, but Riley is a bit of an anti-hero, isn't he? This episode, he definitely redeemed himself. He was, throughout the show, seeing every night his worst mistake, There's the face of the girl. It was ruined, you know, ruined by him because he killed her, and it was haunting him. It was his own ghost, you know. Everyone has their own personal ghost. Him redeeming himself, not by doing what, you know, Pruitt said, by like joining him and his freaking cult and all that and seeing God and all of it, but I think noticing that this once pure man that he knew, the one that made him have faith for several years, is blinded by what he thinks is God and God's work when it's really kind of demonic and evil, and he's doing what he knows best. He doesn't, I think by looking at his family and seeing their throat and like the temptation, that he doesn't think he can control it, and he doesn't want to risk it, so he does what he thinks is the best, which is his redemption arc, is to sacrifice himself, proving to Erin that everything he said is true, and knowing that she's gonna try and fix all of it. That's such a great redemption arc for his character, because, you know, I wasn't really into his character. He was just like, you know, dark, all that, didn't say much, he was a bit quiet, but I felt like something was building up for his character, because I knew he had to redeem himself, because he was being haunted, you know. And then seeing him go off in peace, not in the pain that he was dying, but in peace with a girl that he killed, that was great. I'm happy. Like, it was like kind of a happy ending for him in a way, even though his death was, he was fucking on fire, you know. That's like a terrible way to die, but they showed it in a way where it was good for him. Somehow they managed to do that. I can't tell you another story that managed to do that in that way. It's very difficult to do that. It's very difficult to write that, let alone portray it in a movie and show, but they did it. And wow, I just want to see what Erin has to do. I think Mildred's going to be very useful, and get her daughter on this side. And what I want to see is her try and convince the community that what she sees, this isn't the same man, this is Pruitt. He's been corrupted. There's I don't even know how he's able to see this monster like an angel, because whatever angels are described as, it's like beautiful and all that, and I guess he sees the kind of beauty in this creature that I can't really see it, honestly. I'd be scared shitless. Hearing the verses and all that from the Bible, it's hard to counter that. I don't know the Bible that well, but what they said, like, that's exactly what we're seeing with this vampire, and it's just really smart. It's super smart, because like, who's gonna counter that? It would get me thinking if I was in that situation. But thankfully it didn't get to Riley. He was like, nope, you murdered Joe. You murdered him. Like, you did. And I'm really proud of Riley. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. So excited for the next few episodes. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.